Hi. There we go. What's up? So we've got something to unbox today. Obviously though, this view is not quite optimal for that, I would say. Also, yes, I am wearing the same hoodie I wore yesterday. It is cold. So I'm wearing the same hoodie. You can deal with it. So I kind of set this up a little. It's a little bit ratchet. I just want to, before we get into anything, hey, hold up. Unboxing time, bitches. Oh yeah, dude. Automod stopped that for like bullying. So but before we get into the unboxing, obviously this view is not optimal for what we're looking to accomplish tonight. So Automod hates me. Automod, I think they've ramped up Automod though because of all the hate raids. But let's move over here. So I set up my old webcam just here. So we have like a nice view of what's in this bad boy. So I did already open it to verify its contents. I haven't looked through anything. I've already read some of the contents though, and you cleaned your desk. I actually didn't. This is a piece of shit. I didn't fucking clean shit. This makes me realize that it's actually going to be pretty easy to set up shit here. If I just throw this guy right here, that's pretty cool. That's pretty handy. Good to know. But anyway, I have read some of the contents of this because I have everything as a PDF. I got this from the Humble Bundle as well, as some of you probably are already aware. This isn't all I got. I actually didn't realize I also got a hard copy of the Core Worlds book as well. Oh my god, I thought this would come off a lot faster. I got a copy of the Core Worlds rulebook as well, which basically is kind of like their... Oh, that smell, guys. It's that new... Hang on. Do I have a zoom for this? Oh, I do. I just down in triplicate. Weird. Oh, the new box smell, baby. And then here's so you can get a nice... Oh. Here's so you can get a nice view of the cover. Starfinder beginner box. A lot of shit going down. There's a Vescaran boy doing a big epic leap. First things first, we got a new set of dice. These guys appear to be all black. Even in space, there's still dragons. Yeah, fucking robo dragons, man. Also, hey, what's up? Welcome. This arrived today. I'm very excited to get into it. And also this like ratchet unboxing setup I threw together in a few minutes. Should have brought scissors. There's no fun in that. I have to demonstrate my strength. So, before we move on to anything else, let's see how these bitches roll. Let's actually use the lid for like a lovely like rolling tray type deal. You guys ready for this shit? So here's our D20. There we go. They're just like standard black with white lettering. 13, not bad. A 4. 12. 2, terrible. Are you guys seeing that? They kind of roll around a lot. 14, yeah, they're not bad. They're doing okay. Hello? What are you? I think these, if I remember right, are actually little stands. Okay, I won't take them all out because then they'll be fucking everywhere and I don't want to deal with that. So they look like little stands. I wonder what they could be for. Next, we have the Game Master's Guide. So this I have read a little bit of. From what I understand about this guy, this goes through the starter campaign that they've put together. There's a big difference between the D&D starter set and the starter set we have here, the beginner box for Starfinder. This is more of a dungeon crawl. This is one session pre-prepared. I think anyway. It could take 2. I don't know. I'd say though, a party of people who have played tabletop RPGs before will probably get through this in one thing. How it differs from the Lost Minds of Phandelver, the D&D starter set, is that it actually gives you a lot of material to actually build your own content within the setting. So the starter objective is more of a oh, this is a lovely map of the Pact Worlds solar system. So the starter set takes place on this thing, Absalom Station. And then we've got like Eox. I don't know what most of these places are, but that's where people will be beginning right here. But yeah, it gives you a lot more information in terms of oh, they even give you a little like map of Absalom Station as well. It's actually quite small. It's only 2,000 feet across. Well, it is like, I mean, it's a structure, so it's obviously bigger than that, like height-ways as well. But they give you like a little like north compass for space. It's like, yes, lads, there is a north in space. But it gives you a lot to work with in terms of how to actually like build your own stuff. So we have like loads of different stat blocks for creatures in here, like a fucking space llama. There's a few other things in here. I don't want to show too much because I imagine you guys can't wait to find my favorite store on Absalom. Hi, I'm Commander Starfinder. This is my favorite store on Absalom Station. Good reference. Good reference. But yeah, it's pretty good. They have a lot of interesting shit in here, which is nice. That's cool. This is 96 pages. So another difference between D&D and Starfinder, and I believe Pathfinder as well, is you know how in D&D you have the DMG, so the Dungeon Master's Guide, and the Player's Handbook? As far as I'm aware, in Starfinder, you have the core rulebook, which is the rules for GMs and players in one book. They're generally more expensive. I think they're like $60 for the core rulebook for Starfinder. Overall, it works out cheaper than getting the Player's Handbook and the DMG, which are like nearly €100 for both of them, which is kind of insane when you think about it. But anyway, let's just set that boy down here. Now, this thing is cool. I had a little flick through this morning when it arrived. So this is the Hero's Handbook. This is building characters. There's, I think, 5 pre-gen characters in this. So it has like a lovely like infograph here on like how to create your character. Choose a race, choose your theme, which is like, I believe, backgrounds. But I think theme also affects your ASI, but I can't remember exactly. I think race and theme both impact it. And then your class. So you've got Envoy, Mechanics, Mystics, Operatives, Soldiers, and Technomancers are the classes in this. There are other classes already working on it. Nice. Yeah, so generate ability scores. Yeah, record them. Yeah, so it basically just goes through how to make your character on this. But another thing it has, which I thought was really cool, is a solo adventure at the very start of the book. So the following pages contain a short quest that you can play by yourself. You don't need to know the rules of the game just yet. This adventure will teach you some of them. If you want to skip this quest and head straight into making a character, go to page 14. So, how would we feel about doing that on stream? The solo adventure. Not tonight, because I would want to actually get it set up properly, like probably use Roll20 or something to get the map set up. Because I have all the flip maps as PDFs and shit, so I could throw them into Roll20 and build a campaign there, and then just run through it myself somehow, and we can see how it works and learn the system together. What do you guys think about that? Yes, but we make the character decisions. Yeah, I'm down for that. I'm absolutely down for that. So how does it work? So you need a D4, D6, D8, and D20, all of which have been provided. So to play, you need a piece of scratch paper, a pencil, and the dice that came with the beginner box. To begin, read entry number 1 and follow its instructions. Most entries will tell you to go to another entry or give you several choices. Only read entries that you are instructed to read. Your choices will determine whether the character you play lives or dies during the course of this science fantasy adventure, so choose wisely. Oh, cool. So we can actually do this with polls. We can run this and run that entirely with polls in the chat. So do you guys want to do that on Thursday? I'll do it on Thursday, I guess. But that's cool. And then, sorry, I actually didn't even flick through the rest of this. So it goes through like difficulty, encounter experience points, not like NPCs. It's a bit of a different setup to how D&D structure things, but oh, they give you like arrays here. Oh, they even have different type of standard arrays. So creating a character. We'll probably like also make a character on stream as well for it. I think that could be fun. So you have a focused array where you get an 18, a 14, and then, hang on, I'll show you guys. I can hold it up to the camera. 18, 14, 10, 10, 10, and then 16, 16, 10, 10, 10, or 3 14s and 3 10s for your array. Cool. We'll probably go through building some characters maybe, or building a character to put through the solo adventure. I imagine a lot of it will be pretty similar. But one thing I've noticed, this starter beginner box does not cover spaceship combat, which is something I want to figure out. Oh, this is just a box of content. So we've got our Hero's Handbook and the Game Master's Guide, which are these two boys right here. The set of polyhedral dice. Ah, there we go. So we get our little character cutouts to put in those bases that we saw earlier with things to use. I can link you spaceship stuff tutorials I found a while ago. Oh yeah, sure. It's a whole thing. Yeah, that's what I've figured. We get a double-sided flip mat, which I'm gonna ignore that because some of you may be running this. 6 blank character sheets, 6 player aid cards. These are cool. I saw these earlier as well. And then 6 pre-generated characters. So there's a bit of versatility in there in terms of like what you guys can get. There's also Munchkin cards. I don't know if anyone has Munchkin, but if you do, I'll give those to you. Oh, these are cool. So these are like little prompt cards for new players. So what can you do on your turn? Basic roll is d20 plus your modifiers. Then there's resting. Then on the back, you have your conditions. Flat-footed, you take a -2 penalty to your armor class. That's one thing I feel like D&D doesn't have is temporary conditions that make you easier to hit, whereas there's plenty of abilities that increase your armor class. Maybe I should homebrew something for the Solograd setting, guys. That does that. That'd be cool. Or maybe there is and I just don't know of them. Someone will definitely correct me on that. Frightened, you can't take any actions. You must use your move to flee from the source of your fear as best you can. You also have the hampered condition. And hampered is you have a -2 penalty to attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Helpless, you can't move or take actions, and you have a -8 penalty to your armor class. Rough. Impaired, -4 penalty to attack rolls, saving throws, skill checks, and ability checks. Off kilter. You have the flat-footed condition and take a -2 penalty to attack rolls. You can give up your move on your turn to right yourself and lose this condition. Interesting, okay. Staggered, you can either move or take an action on your turn, but you can't do both. Unconscious, you were knocked. Oh yeah, that's fine. Oh, unconscious. That's actually different to being knocked out. I think it does. Advantage to hit. It does advantage to hit you. 3.5 is abundant with more complex stuff that 5e tried to simplify. Okay, but I still like reducing armor class temporarily. That's a fun little thing. I might make some shit for. Stuff probably already exists, but I like to experiment myself. It's one thing I want to like homebrew items and stuff now. That's where I need to go. Monsters and items and shit is something I need to get better at in terms of balance and actually producing them. So what can you do on your turn? You can move, you can take an action, you can use an item, use a skill, use a special ability. Oh, these are all considered actions as well. Interesting, but these are handy, especially for new players. I think it's something D&D could, like, there's stuff in here that I think is really cool that D&D could probably do with their introductory materials to really help new players. Like, imagine having that, like, these are the actions you can take on your turn. So players can start learning action economy and everything that they have at their disposal. Because I feel like new players struggle to remember everything at their disposal. And it's important that they do. What else do we have in here though? Whoop. These are character sheets, just blank character sheets. Let me set those guys down. Now, here are our pre-gens. So this is a human envoy. Be a charismatic people person. Make friends and intimidate foes. Inspire your allies and undermine your enemies. Bards. Also, she looks like Anna Bray from Destiny. If someone wants to look that up. The Mystic. Heal and help your friends. Oh, this is Space Cleric. Sorry, let me show you guys the art as well, because I think you guys will appreciate it. Like, she looks awesome. Mystic is a lovely, like, mantis insect boy. He almost looks like a fucking prawn from District 9. Operative. This sounds interesting to me. Use a stealth. Oh, rogues. Use a stealthy approach. Trick your foes to deal more damage. Excel at a variety of skills. Be both person and a machine. Oh, do you have to be a cyborg to be an operative, I wonder? Or can you just be like a cool space ninja? Mechanic. Build and modify machinery. Have the right tool for any job. Have a cybernetic processor implanted in your brain. Oh, fun. Hide objects in your cheek pouches. So the reason why, so there's some stuff on this. Oh, so to be both person and a machine is because these are pre-gen characters and that's relating to the race stuff. So that's a android, I believe, on the operative thing here. Next we have, so yeah, the mechanic is a little rat boy. And then for one, James Sharkey, I think you'll appreciate this. The soldier with the Vescaran iguana lizard boy. Sorry, just look at this guy. Ah. Be the strongest and the toughest, use the biggest weapons, wear the best armor, and excel in melee and ranged combat. And lastly, we have the Technomancer. Blend magic and technology, wield magic to blast your enemies, use technology to power your magic, read minds, and communicate telepathically. All right. This is cool. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. I feel like it's very comprehensive. This is cool as well. This is something I feel like D&D should definitely do. So this is like very thick, like laminated card-like material. Now, I won't be showing all of this to you because... Oh, what was that? But it's big. It's very big. It's bigger than the Chessex battle map that I have inside. But this actually has the entire dungeon from the starting campaign. From like the pre-built thing within, like on the reverse side of this, rather than the default grid, which I think is pretty cool. So it means that you can just lay that out on the table and then unveil parts as you go. But I'm probably going to build it in Roll20 for when I run it. What's this? Oh, this is just the... Oh, the adventure continues. So these are like other things that they recommend you have. So we have the core rulebook. So I need to pick... I have all of these in, I believe, in PDF form. One thing you may like is magic is less powerful in Starfinder than 5e. I think max level Technomancer and Mystic get 5th. Oh, okay, that's good. I do like that. I feel like D&D sometimes, well, maybe it's down to the setting as well. Like magic is always a massive, massive thing, because it allows you to just do I feel like it allows you to do a lot of things that the other classes are specialized in doing, but you can just achieve with magic. Who needs lockpicking when you have the knock spell, right? But we have Pact Worlds, the core rulebook, and Close Encounters. Now, this, I actually have a physical copy of this. I would like to get a physical copy of the rulebook, but not anytime soon because I don't need to. But then we also have these, and these guys go into the bases. Now, I'm just going to have so there's one for all the pre-gen characters along the top here, which is nice. And then there's a lot of other stuff covered here that I'm not going to show all of them to you because you may or may not be dealing with them yourself at some point. I'm very excited to kind of start running this. I just got to figure out how. So I think Wednesday we will do the thing because I'm going to read that or Wednesday, sorry, Thursday. Thursday is when we'll do the adventure thing, where you guys can choose what the character does via voting, or like maybe I'll do it in taking turns or something. I don't know. I'll figure something out. Let me just read a bit more on it because it was kind of cool. It was just the very first page. So I'll read the primer for you guys, and we'll stay on this view for the moment. So, you are a hardy soldier from Absalom Station, a huge space station that is the undisputed hub of trade and governance among the allied planets known as the Pact Worlds. Your family hails from a place called Down Low, a working-class neighborhood in the Spike that extends below the station's radial plane. Life in the Spike is hard scrabble. Gangs pull the strings behind everything from neon-lit credit lenders to seemingly reputable shops. You've always dreamed of leading a life of adventure. However, and you're a mean shot with your semi-auto pistol. You've sought out the Starfinder Society for a chance at gainful employment that might take you across the solar system or even beyond. From headquarters in the nearby Lore Spire complex, these adventurers and scholars eagerly accepted you into their ranks. Your first assignment has just pinged into your datapad from the office of First Speaker Luazi Elzabo. I can't fucking pronounce that name, dude. The society's leader. She wants you to venture into an abandoned maintenance corridor in the Spike, not far from your home turf, to investigate reports of prowling dangers. Station technicians need to access the corridor to conduct repairs, but they can't risk falling through broken grates or being attacked by lurking pests, and so the maintenance contractor has asked the Starfinders for help. Excitement fills you, since this is your chance to prove yourself to the Starfinder Society. Plus, if you can thwart any threats in the corridors, the Society will reward you with 250 credits, the standard unit of digital currency in the Pact Worlds. And you're cleared to keep any useful items you find along the way. You holster your semi-auto pistol, sheathe your tactical baton, smooth your second skin armor, I love the name, and head toward the coordinates on your datapad. Soon, you're outside the flickering corridors of the maintenance halls. To gather up your courage and head down the halls, go to entry number 2. I like that. Oh, I like that. So, what I'll do is, I'll probably get this set up, eventually. I'm going to say eventually for the moment.